Hi, I'm Dave.
I'm Carrie, and we are one adventure at a time. And we have been living and traveling full-time in our tiny house on wheels since December of 2018.
Today we wanted to talk about a problem that every nomad has either had or probably will have in the future.
And every nomad fears this problem, and that is
A mouse in the house. We'll show you how we defend our house, what steps we take, and how we've dealt with this problem that we have already experienced.
Yes. And stay tuned because we have guests with us today. We have Chrome and Cruz from Vancity Vanlife, the Rolling Rogans, the VANgelicos, and Natalie from Canada.
Today we are in Arizona in the wintertime, and this is a prime place for you to find rodents. So what we have learned is the mice like an area that's dark and that's warm. So they are most likely to go to your most valuable spot in your whole vehicle, the motor. So we're going to start here and show you what we do. First of all, we like to keep the hood open during the day. That allows the light in. It discourages the mice from getting in there and starting their nest. And also at night we put a light underneath the vehicle, and this also deters them at nighttime. So what we're afraid of is these mice are going to chew up the wires and use that for their nest. What we have found is that we do a weekly check and check for any mice that might have made their home in the engine compartment, which we have already found one time.
Dave, what is that?
Oh no, that's our insulation. It looks like there's got to be a rat nest in there, or a mouse.
Well, that's not good.
That's not good. We need to get all that out of there, including the mouse. We do not want to attract the mice and rodents to our van, so we learned a few things. First of all is don't leave the dog food outside. They come in from all different directions for that food, and that goes for his water as well. So during the night, we pick up any dog scraps that we find, any kind of food that we find in the ground, and remove it. The other problem that we found is trash. We cannot leave our trash outside. For trash, we end up putting that either inside the vehicle or up on the roof, and that seems to have worked for us so far. Now, gray water tanks. I know a lot of people have gray water tanks that go straight to the ground. We have ours contained, which I think has been helpful because they will smell that food that's in that dishwater when it's on the ground underneath your vehicle.
Now moving to the back of the van, if you're going to have any excess food or dog food, Roodle's a pretty large dog, so we buy big bags of dog food, you will want to have them in a food-safe, airtight container. And what we found works best is these 5-gallon buckets. This one we got at Tractor Supply. It is food grade, heavy duty, and BPA free. We really like this for the dog food because it's a wide mouth. So it's really easy to pour this food in here. And the lid fits on nice and tight. And that is now mouse proof. We have learned from experience that Ziploc bags and dog food bags are not mouse proof. Before we go inside, let's check in with Adam and Katie from the VANgelicos and see what they do to defend their home.
Hey guys, I'm Adam.
And I'm Katie.
And we are the VANgelicos. If you've been wild camping and living full-time in your van, you probably have already or will encounter a mouse at some point.
And we were actually pretty lucky. We didn't get a mouse in our van until over a year after we had been living in it full-time. But inevitably, that day came and we had a mouse.
Truth is, they can get in pretty easily, so the way to avoid that most easily is don't give them anything that they want in there.
So one of our strategies was to buy food bins for any pantry items that were left out in the headliner, which is where we typically stored them. So there was no access for the mouse to get any of the dry food.
And then the next thing we did to try to prevent them from coming in was just make sure the floor is swept. You know, if you keep your house a little bit cleaner, it looks a little bit less like a home that a mouse would like.
Totally.
Quick, easy tip, if you don't want a mouse, don't stay anywhere for too long.
So when you inevitably get a mouse, we used a mouse trap. And it was eventually successful.
So anyway, good luck to you guys. Hope that all goes well for you, and hopefully you don't ever get a mouse. But if you do, you know what to do. Don't panic.
Cheers.
Now moving inside and sticking with the theme of containers. So especially the dog food and the dog treats, which mice love. We have a small Tupperware container handy here of Rudolph's dog food. And his dog treats also go in an airtight container. Oh, yes, you know what that is, huh? It's a good idea to keep anything that mice love in an airtight container or a Tupperware container. If we open up the cabinets, if you can keep things in the original mice-proof containers, that's a good plan. That's not always possible. Now let me open this one and show you what not to keep in your cabinet. So, sunflower seeds in a Ziploc, fruit and nuts, dried cranberries. That is mice food. They will love that. I have a mouse in the house, which we don't like. I got my tongs because it's somewhere up here. Okay, let's go outside and show you some things that we use as deterrents outside.
This is a rodent stopper. So we have to think about that's safe to use since we do have a pet, and this is listed as safe. So I like to spray the tires and the wheel well. These are locations that the rodents or mice, they will climb into your vehicle. I do all 4 tires and then I'm pretty much done. Don't have to worry about it for about a month.
And we only use this outside.
Yeah, this is an outside tool.
As a deterrent, I'm using peppermint oil. Now, this is doTERRA. You don't have to use this expensive of a brand, but any pure peppermint oil. Mice and spiders don't like peppermint oil. So what we're going to do is we're going to open the hood. I'm not going to put this on any wires, but I am going to put it on a couple of drops on a couple of areas that I know mice will like.
Definitely around the wires is a good idea.
Yes. So the theory is that they don't like the peppermint, it's too strong, and they will vacate the area. So if we come along to this side, we're going to do the same thing right here along the door. A couple of drops. It's really important that we clean out the dog food here daily, which I see Rudolph has some dog food there. We're going to go to the back, and we're going to do the same thing inside the back doors. This is really nice because it smells good, it makes the van smell good, and it's not harmful.
So if we have the doors open in the back, it gives us a little bit extra layer of protection from the mice jumping in.
It's a good idea not to have the doors open though. But if you're working, you know, you can't avoid that, so. All right, our last rodent repellent is called Fresh Cab. We get this at Tractor Supply in the West. It is a botanical rodent repellent. It is made in the USA. You can also get it on Amazon, and it smells really good.
I love the smell. It is pretty strong though. If you get it close to Rudolph's nose, he doesn't like it.
No, and we just keep this right down in the cup holder.
If it runs out after 30 days and you need to make it last longer, we just add a few drops of peppermint oil to it.
Yes.
Now this next person, Vancity Vanlife with Chrome and Cruise.
Yes.
And his
very unique method.
His method I like. We've actually even used it one time ourselves. Let's see what he has to say.
Hi. There once was a scary time when I had a mouse in my van. It was a quiet night. A little foggy and rainy over the lake. We were in Ontario, Canada, when it's getting a little bit chilly outside. Went to bed thinking it's just me and the dog in the van, and all of a sudden, BAM! I hear this in the drawer right here beside me. This one over here. And I woke up and I just ripped the door wide open and I was bah! I didn't see anything. Thought I was losing my mind. Maybe I was having a dream, so I went back to bed. Goes again at it. This time I get up and I open up the drawer. And I see it was so nasty. It was like all over the place. He was eating my maple brown sugar oatmeal. Uninvited, just comes inside and makes himself dinner. It was all over the drawer. So I shut the drawer thinking, what am I going to do? Get up in the morning, open up all the doors, and I scour the entire van for like mouse droppings or anything. And my flashlight is going Come on, flashlight, stay with me. And I didn't find anything. I didn't find any droppings, no signs of chewing. I looked at all my like wiring and stuff in the front as best I could. I was like, okay, how long has this bugger been in here? Like, how long has he been eating in that drawer? Because I haven't had that oatmeal in a while. And then, well, I went for a really big drive the next day, hit a rest area, did one more little sweep, didn't see anything. Ever since that day, never heard anything. Maybe he didn't like us. Maybe he just was like, this guy's food selection sucks. Oatmeal and rice. That's the only thing in that drawer that he can actually eat, because I don't keep junk food in my van because, let me turn on a light here. Sorry, you guys. I don't keep junk food in my van, potato chips, because if I buy a bag of potato chips, I just eat the whole bag, so there's nothing left for the little mousey to eat. But other than that, guys, it's the only time I've ever had a mouse problem in my van. And yeah, guys, I went to the hardware store, picked up some traps, put a couple underneath my bed, one in the drawer, a couple behind my cabinets and stuff in here, just in case it was crawling around or comes back, or I'm pretty sure it's not the same one coming back because I travel a lot. If it is, high five, man. That guy deserves a meal if he's been following me through Canada. Bro fist mouse, you come get me. But yeah, otherwise, I never really had a problem. I put all the mouse traps out, and couple of months later, nothing had ever been caught in the trap, so I've removed the traps out of the van while they're in the back of the van. But other than that, no problems at all. I would suggest just to you guys, just go drive like a jerk. Go hit a backcountry road and go, because I'm pretty sure after a little while that little mouse is like, I can't take this anymore. Maybe that's why my mouse went. Huh. Maybe that's the answer. Just go out there and hit some backcountry roads and those mice will peace out of there. But yeah, guys, I have no other tips and advice for you. Just, yeah, maybe keep your stuff in containers. I haven't changed the game, though. My oatmeal is still sitting in the same spot where you ate last time. Yeah, all good. All right. Cruzy's been in the front seat, though, like, looking around like he thinks there's a mouse up there right now. Uh-oh. Maybe we have a mouse.
You've used every precaution and all the repellents and nothing has worked, and now you have a mouse or mice in the house. What do you do now? Okay, there's a couple of options. You can use the snap traps, which are very effective. I don't like using these. This is a last resort. We have had to use these. We have since learned of a better way to do this, so stay tuned to the end because we're going to show you that. But we want to introduce someone special.
The Rolling Rogans, Joe and Amy, they have a secret weapon, a four-legged secret weapon.
Now, I do want to let you know that if you are faint of heart, this secret four-legged weapon does cause harm to mice. So you might want to skip this section.
Yep. With that, let's go to Joe and Amy.
To share what our mouse deterrence practices are when we are living in our van. We need to have a special defense. This one right here. We had no idea she was a mouser, but we have some proof that she inspects the whole van and figures it out and finds the mice. She caught lizards in Florida, and she would bring them in his presence, and that was pretty much it. And then when we got to Wisconsin this summer, we discovered that she likes to catch mice. So now she meows and wants to go out and go hunting all the time. So pretty much we just let her out and she just goes and finds the mice and then catches them. So we don't really have any mice problems because she's here. So that's pretty much it. We did use a mouse repellent pouch in the engine when we were parked for a couple months at a cabin in the lake in Wisconsin. That helped because we did have the mice start scratching at the insulation around the engine. So that actually did seem to help until we found out that she likes to catch mice. And she caught probably about 5 or 6 mice, and the mouse traps maybe 1 or 2. So this one's definitely definitely on the hunt and definitely has the skills. She loves to go out and hunt. She is living her best life.
So Juno is highly effective, and that is proof as to why I never want to see a mountain lion while we are hiking.
Yeah, no wild cats.
I don't want to be the mouse.
We want to introduce
Natalie from Canada. She has the most amazing catch and release mouse trap that I didn't even know existed.
Yep.
We have already ordered ours on Amazon, so take it away, Natalie.
I had just fallen asleep, and all of a sudden I heard like the and then I would look and there was nothing. Then I would stop moving, start again, and I got it. I've put the trap again on the floor just in case. And I think I'm gonna sleep much better. Can't believe I caught it right away. These traps are great. As soon as I saw that tomato that had started to be eaten, I knew it was a mouse. What I didn't know is that, you know, it was a little more than one mouse. But anyway, so I put the snack. You know, you can use cheesies. Apparently they love cheesies in the trap. So whatever you find that they love junk food, they're like us. So I hope that you enjoy the video. This is the second time I got mouse, and I didn't get any yet, others, and I'm still in Tofino.
If you are interested and want to check out more information on any of the products that you've seen in this video, Carrie will leave the links in the description of the video. Now, we are Amazon affiliates, and we do get a small portion if you use those links.
Yes, and we appreciate it if you do.
Yes. If you have any products that you've used that you have been really successful with and want to share, please share in the comments. We'd love to hear what you have to say.
Now, we want to give a huge thank you to our guests, Vancity Vanlife, the Rolling Rogans, the VANgelicos, and Natalie. We thank you so much.
Thank you.
And for the rest of you, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting the like button. And thank you to our patrons. We will see you next time.
If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron. Or check out our new merchandise at advantureatatime.com. We also have stickers available in our website store. Thank you for watching.